In this video, I will show what happens in stepwise regression. We're going to remove non-significant variables from a multiple regression model one by one based on the significance level. Using housing prices file, fit model, and we do have price as the response. All predictors, we have determined that miles to resort and miles to base have too much of correlation and they have a multicollinearity problem. So we'll remove one of them from the model, miles to resort, and add all other predictors to the model. We don't change the personality to stepwise. Go by standard least squares and run the model. As we see, many of the variables are not significant. If you look at the p-values, you can see most variables are not significant. We can remove the non-significant variables, but the problem is that by removing or adding a variable to a multiple regression model, the significance level of all variables will change. So the process we follow here is removing the most non-significant variable one at a time and then look at the remaining variables. So after making sure that there's no multicollinearity in this model, in order to take care of that, to do a double check, we can go down to parameter estimates, right click, go to columns, show the variance inflation factor. There is no variance inflation factor more than 5. So there's no multicollinearity problem. So we come back here. The variables are sorted based on the p-value. So the largest p-value, here we can see years old p-value of 0.718. This is the most non-significant variable. The least significant belongs to the largest p-value. We can select variable and remove. Now, in the new set, we can see days on market is the least significant variable. We'll select it and remove. We continue this process until all values here, the p-values, are less than the alpha level, let's say 5%, then we stop there. Cars, p-value of 0.566, so it's very large. Select and remove. Beds, p-value of 0.59, select and remove. Now here, the largest p-value for square feet is 0.029, which is considered significant at alpha 5%. So we stop here. We have the set of 4 variables that are significant in predicting the price. And that's what happens in stepwise regression. And that's the reason we call this stepwise. We go step by step, removing non-significant variables one at a time.